Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So my dear friends, in my previous video, in the part 1 of the direct indirect speech, already have explained how to convert the direct speech into indirect speech with all the rules. What are the different rules and how the grammatical changed in indirect speech, everything I have already explained. In this video, I will explain how to convert the interrogative sentence into indirect speech, imperative sentence into indirect speech and exclamatory sentence into indirect speech. ठीक है पिलामाने तर ପିଲାମାନେ ବହୁତ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଏଟା ଟିକେ ଖାଲି ତମେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ ଇଜିଲି ତମେ ବୁଝିପାରିବ ତାକୁ ସୋ ସମସ୍ତେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓଟିକୁ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଦେଖ ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ୟୁ ୱିଲ୍ ଅଲ୍ ଅଣ୍ଡରଷ୍ଟୁଡ୍ ଦିସ୍ ଓକେ ସୋ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଥା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି ବି ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଟାଇମ୍ ମୋ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲ୍ ଦେଖୁଛ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲ୍କୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କର ସେୟାର ବି କର ଓକେ ସୋ ଲେଟ୍ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ. So already I have explained all these things, rules, everything I have already explained. How to change the pronouns and adverbials, everything I have explained. Okay. So today, how to convert the questions into indirect speech, I will explain this in this video. So there are two type of questions we know. One first is WHO type question, and in which what, where, when, how, who, how, these type of questions will come. And second is yes or no type questions like am, is, are, was, where, do, did, does, have, has, all these things. Two type of questions we have. So first we will study how to convert the WHO type of question into indirect speech. Okay, so there are some basic rules. कौन कौन रूल्स अच्छी पिला माने देखिबा तापर आमे हम कन्वर्ट को जीवा. फर्स्ट वी जनरली यूज द वर्ब आस्क टू रिपोर्ट ए क्वेश्चन. जेहेतु आमे क्वेश्चन पचारछु ताले आमे कोन करबा सेड न कहि कि टेल न कहि वी यूज द वर्ब एज आस्क. ओके. The other reporting verbs used the question sentence with question sentence indirect speech are inquire, question, wonder, want and no. Sentence को देखिक आम different verbs आम यूज कर instead of said. Okay, so these are the first the structure of the indirect speech. आम केमिति WHO type of question रे आम केमिति ताको structure करवा देखो. First la subject plus ask person addressed plus WHO noun plus that is statement beginning with the word WHO word which is the question. Question रे हमर जहा देथिबो what दो how दो where the which how जहा भी question देथाओ आंसर रे हमर फर्स्ट ताको आंसर रे सेटा मस्ट भी रहइबो हैला. So then another some rules are there. The conjunction that is not used. जते बेले आमे फर्स्ट कोन करथलो indirect speech कला बेले आमे कोन करथलो conjunction that को यूज करथलो. But in when we convert the interrogative questions, interrogative sentence into indirect speech, that will not be used. Okay, so the WHO word are changed into statements beginning with the WHO word. Simply what we will do, we have to convert into simple sentence or statements. After that we will convert into indirect speech. Very easy. पिला माने समस्ते देखो मु भाबुची समस्ते बुझी परिबो. With example I will explain. First, Rakesh said to his servant, what are you doing? This is our question. So then आम एटी कोन कहली प्रथमे हमर कोन करी केतरा रूल्स मन पका that we will not use the that as the conjunction. Okay, question जहा अछि where हमर आंसर where हमर रहइबो. Okay, फास्ट कौन कला फास्ट स्टेप आम कौन करिया कन्वर्ट इनटू डिक्लेरेटिव सेंटेंस. व्हेन एटा जो व्हेन को व्हेयर को आम साइड रखेबे किछि व्हेयर काम नै. आर यू गोइंग आम ताको डिक्लेरेटिव रे कर देबा कोन हबो यू आर गोइंग. देन कन्वर्ट दिस सेंटेंस इनटू इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच. यू आर गोइंग तो देन व्हाट विल बी द इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच ही वाज गोइंग. काहे कि एटी प्रेजेंट प्रोग्रेसिव रे अछि आम इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच रे कले पास्ट प्रोग्रेसिव हबो. ओके, so the second step is converted to indirect speech according to the tense. He was going. Okay. Next, third, finally what we will do? Finally we will convert into indirect speech using the WH word. So what will be our answer? Rakesh asked his servant where he was going. This is our answer. Then we will not use any question mark, anything we will not give here. आमे पढ़िछु ऑलरेडी जो डिक्लेरेटिव सेंटेंस हो क्वेश्चन हो एक्सक्लेमेटरी हो जहाँ भी हो when we convert into indirect speech no sign will be there, only we can give the full stop. Okay, so very easy method we can convert into indirect speech. First आमे कोन करिवा we convert into declarative sentence, then convert into reported speech or indirect speech, then finally convert into indirect speech by using the WH word. what is given in our question. Okay, so Rakesh asked his servant where he was going. Okay, अच्छा सेकेंड एग्जांपल देखो तो मु एठी क्वेश्चन देछि तमे आकु न देखि तमे निजे हाथ खातार प्रैक्टिस करो सो दैट यू कैन बेटर अंडरस्टैंड. My friend said to me, when did you return home last night? First step, what is our first step? Convert into declarative sentence. When एबे हम ताको ओमिट कर देबा. When हम लास्ट को हमें when को लगेबा. Did अछि माने एटा कोन past रे अछि. ताला what will be our answer? You returned home last night. This is in past simple. Then convert into indirect speech. Past simple थला हमर कोन जामो as our formula कोन हबो हमर past perfect हबो. Then what will be our answer? You had returned home the previous night. Last night will be converted into previous night. Okay, then finally convert it to indirect speech using the WH word given in the question. My friend asked me when I had returned the previous night. My dear friends, ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମେ ଏଇ ଲାଇନଟା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଲାଇନଟା କରିଦେବ ଥାର୍ଡ ଲାଇନ ପାଇଁ କୌଣସି ବି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହେବ ନାହିଁ. So my friend asked me when I had returned the previous night. Okay, so like this, Geeta said to her younger brother, who are you talking to on the phone? Then what is your first step? Convert into declarative sentence. You are talking to on the phone. First step, convert into declarative sentence. Second, convert into indirect speech. He was talking to on the phone. Then third step, Geeta asked her younger brother or wanted to know who he was talking to on the phone. Okay, this is very easy. Only if you understand the concept, then it is very easy to convert direct into indirect speech also. Okay, you have to only understand or you have to remember the basic concept like tense, pronouns, these things. If you remember, then you can convert easily from direct speech to indirect speech. Then he said who lives next door. Indirect speech ଆମେ କ'ଣ କରିବା? He asked who lived in next door. Direct speech ରେ he said what happened. in past tense ରେ ଅଛି ଆମେ past perfect ରେ କରିବା she asked what had happened. Okay, so in this way we can convert the WH word into indirect speech. Now come to yes or no, yes or no type of questions. What are the rules? Yes or no type questions become statements or declarative sentence like as usual. Instead of that we use if or whether. So सेठी हमें कौन करतो WH रे WH word लगाउथुल, but in yes or no type question we use, this is very important, we use if or whether. Okay, then third rules is the verb ask or inquire, wanted to know, wonder is used to report the question. Then question mark is not given at the end of the indirect speech. This is already I have explained. And for example, direct speech, he said to me, do you know him? The first step, convert into declarative sentence. You know him, because the sentence is in present simple. You know him. Then convert into indirect speech. I knew him. Present simple, we will convert into past simple. I knew him. Then he asked him if or whether I knew him. So simple, very simple. Like this, the teacher said to me, have you done your homework? In which tense the sentence is? Present perfect. So convert into statement, you have done your homework. Then convert into indirect speech, I have achi ame kon kariba, I had done your badalar my homework. Then third step, the teacher asked me if or whether I had done my homework. Hala? Then like this, he said to me, was it raining heavily at your place last night? See the step, you can remember. Question देखिए पिलाମାନେ तमे try करो करिया पई हैला. Then change of the imperative sentence into indirect speech. Imperative means कौन आम तो कमांड दउथिबु कि कोई प्रे करथिबु कि काहाकू रिक्वेस्ट करथिबु. This type of sentence are known as the imperative sentence. Then how to convert the imperative sentence into indirect speech? When the reporting an imperative sentence, we use the verb like ask, order, request, suggest, tell, remind, command, beg, warn, advise, promise, agree, refuse, etc. Instead of say. Say न लगेगी यही सब वर्ड को आम imperative sentence से यूज करि परबा. Use to or not to before the verb of imperative sentence. पिला to कोड लगेबा पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस रे, not to कोड लगेबा जदि imperative sentence नेगेटिव अछि ताला में not to लगेबा. Okay, the structure will be केमती हम structure हम ask, order or request for person addressed to or not to infinitives for imperative sentence. देखो पिला माने आमे एठी कोन भलो कि मन रख, आमे command, ask, request according to the sentence देखि कि आमे यूज करबा है तापर गोटे दिटा एग्जांपल देखिले बेटर यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड टू लगेबा इंपेरेटिव सेंटेंस जा अछि हमें लगेबा देख क्वेश्चन देख द टीचर सेड टू द स्टूडेंट्स move out of the class silently this is the command type of sentence or this is the order type of sentence ताले हमें कौन करि परिबा the teacher asked the students or order the students to एटी कौन imperative sentence हम कौन कहली जेहेतु पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस अछि ताले हम एटी कौन लगे परिबा to move before imperative sentence we can use to move out the class silently very easy. Then second the NCC teacher said march on boys commanded ki order heitibo eta tale eta हम कोन करबा आंसर रे the NCC teacher order or commanded the boys to whom the teacher is commanding the boys commanded the boys to move to march on. Then he said to the policeman please help me cross the road एठी कोन जन को रिक्वेस्ट करिया पई पुलिसमैन को कहा जाउची so he requested the policeman to help him cross the road so before imperative sentence we can use to here. Okay, now come to now we will see some negative sentence. Mother said to me don't go don't go to bed late. So here the sentence is in negative form. So what we will do? Mother advised me not to go to bed late. Okay, positive re only to lageba, negative re not to lageba, very easy. Then use your modals in the sentence. If in the sentence modals verb is there, how can we convert into indirect speech? Look at this. He said we must have a party to celebrate your success. He said that we must have a party to celebrate. Only just we can use the conjunction that. He said I must go there. He said that he had to go. Why? ଏଠି ଦେଖ ପିଲାମାନେ had to ଆମେ କାହିଁକି ଲଗେଇଲୁ because must is used in the meaning of necessity ଆମର ଦରକାର ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ necessity ଉପରେ ଥିବ necessity ଯେତେ must necessity କୁ represent କରୁଥିବ ଆମେ ସେଠି କ'ଣ ଲଗେଇବା had to. Okay, then they said we must mend the roof properly before the rain starts एठी कोन कहूची ए सेंटेंस रे कोन कहूची must implies the self imposed obligations or natural actions. So what we will do, they said they would have to mend the here we will use would have to mend the roof properly before the rain set in. Okay, I think you all of you understood, my dear students. Then little boy said, can I have a sweet? This is also modal. Then how can I convert this? The little boy asked to have a sweet. This is also one type of answer. आनंतर कौन कौच आम जेहेतु आम जानचु कैन भी आमर कौन एसर टाइप रे हो पारिबो एटा तेनु आम मोडाल्स जेहेतु अछि ताला आम कौन करबा इफ और व्हेन इफ लगेगी भी आम करि परिबा कौन करबा द लिटिल बॉय आस्क्ड इफ ही कुड हैव ए स्वीट इफ लगेगी भी आम सेंटेंस को कन्वर्ट करि परिबा. Then she said, let's go on a picnic to Nandankanan tomorrow. Then how can we convert? He suggested that they should go on a picnic. Let's say amar kon should kariba seti. Go on a picnic to Nandankanan the next day or the day after. Okay. So the another type of question. My teacher said, can you work out this sum? And I said no. This type of question also comes in your exam. Then how can we convert this type of question into indirect speech? My teacher asked me if or whether I could work out that sum, and I replied that I could not. Okay, the two sentences combine into one sentence. So look at this, how these types of questions also convert into indirect speech. He said, can you go to the circus this evening? I replied yes. So he asked me if or whether I could go to the circus that evening, and I replied that I could. Okay, this is very important, my dear students. Okay, now come to exclamatory sentence into indirect speech. How to convert the exclamatory sentence into indirect speech? We know what is the meaning of exclamatory sentence. Means kon amar sudden feelings am jeto show kortibo. Those are known as the exclamatory sentence. So what are the different rules? First, exclamatory sentence become the statements in indirect speech. My dear students, if you understand the concept of indirect speech, it is very easy. Okay, so first आम कौन करिबा जदि exclamatory sentence देथबो convert into declarative sentence or statements. We use very to emphasize the intensity of exclamation. In some cases we can use very also. काहेकि जेतबे आम intensity sentence रो intensity पई आम बेले बेले very भी आम यूज करिथा. Okay, then in some cases statements may fail to convey the meaning of force of exclamation in such cases बेले बेले सेंटेंस टा जदी तार कोन जदी तार इंटेंसिटी टा हमकु किछि जणा पड़ नथिबो ताले आमे अलगा वे रे भी आमे सिमिलर वे रे भी आमे ताको चेंज करि परिबा okay so look at this he said what a splendid sunset this is exclamatory sentence we have to give the mark of exclamation but we know in indirect sentence we will not give any sign of exclamatory marks so what will be our sentence फास्ट कौन कला सेंटेंस करदेबा व्हाट को हमें उठे देबा हमें कौन करबा दिस इज ए स्प्लेंडिड सनसेट सो व्हाट इज आवर आंसर ही एक्सक्लेम्ड इन जॉय स्प्लेंडिड मन हमें अत्यधिक खुशी हेकर हमें कहूछु ना ही एक्सक्लेम्ड इन जॉय दैट इट वाज प्रेजेंट अछि दिस इज अछि सो इट वाज रियली ए स्प्लेंडिड सनसेट He said, Alas, the poor old man is dead. So he exclaimed in sorrow, Alas, man dukhere kohuchi that the poor old man was dead. Okay. He said, Good luck. Eti kon amar wish karuchi. So we can say that he said or he wished me good luck. He said me liar. That eti kon kohuchi just the it was a simple word. But this is also very important. Then how can we convert this into indirect speech? He called me a liar. He said, How dreadful. So he exclaimed that it was very dreadful. Okay. He said, Good morning. So it is a good morning wish kurchi pila mane eti to tame bhabibone eta exclamatory sentence but this is also exclamatory sentence. So what is our answer? What will be our answer? He wished me a good morning. Okay. So my dear friends, these are the rules in which we can convert from direct speech into indirect speech. पिला माने मु भाबुची किछि भी कष्ट न जदी तमे रूल्स माने टे भलो कि मन रखिवो and you can also identify what type of sentence this is. तमे जदी आइडेंटिफाई करि परिबनी yes or no type question कोटा who type question कोटा imperative sentence कोटा exclamatory sentence कोटा then how can you convert? First try to identify the types of sentence then remember some rules that how to convert into indirect speech आमे exclamatory sentence आराम से जानी परिबा काहे कि लास्ट को exclamation mark भी थिबो एंड exclamatory sentence ता किछि डिफिकल्ट नै आमे स्टेटमेंट कन्वर्ट करि करी ताकू आमे इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच आमे करि परिबा ओके एंड wh टाइप भी कष्ट किछि नै दीटा टाइप अछि wh रे जदि आमे लगेबा wh वर्ड थिबो तापर आमे ताकू करिबा yes or no टाइप रे आमे कोन लगेबा if or whether लगे परिबा so look at the video or look at your books also once or two times practice the examples then you can better understand my dear students okay so this is my second video on direct and indirect speech in third video I will explain all the activities of our book then you can betterly understand all those things okay पिला माने जदि भी किसी डाउट हला बुझी न पारल ताले कमेंट्स रे लिखिबे कमेंट्स लिखि करी पचारले ताले मु ताको आंसर देबा पई चेष्टा करिवे ओके सो थैंक यू ऑल गॉड ब्लेस यू